Hey guys, it's Kim. Welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my entire foundation collection. Here it is right in front of you. I'm going to go through each one and show you guys what I got in here. I definitely have more drugstore than high-end foundations, but usually for high-end foundations, if I want to try it, I just go to Sephora and get a sample, and then if I love it, I'll buy it. So I highly recommend you guys do the same. And I think you guys are loving these collection videos, or at least that's how it seems. If you are, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy seeing parts of my collection. I just did eyeshadow before this one. I will link that down below. And without further ado, let's get right on into my foundation collection. So this is the first one. This is my MAC foundation. This is the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. I have NW 15. I don't really wear this too much. It was in the back of my drawer, and I'm going to be honest, I totally forgot I had it. It's a little bit on the orangey side for me. I have to bust this back out and wear it again. Like one of the classic MAC foundations. My sister actually really loves this foundation. It's like her favorite. But I think MAC just like kind of fell behind the curve a little bit. I'm waiting for them to come out with a really new, nice foundation. Don't you guys agree? Like, I just want a really nice wow product from MAC. This is more like their old school stuff, so I guess I kind of just got sick of it. This is the Rimmel hashtag Insta Flawless. This is the Perfecting Radiant Skin Tint. It has SPF 15, gives a natural looking glow, 24-hour moisturization, primes and perfects. I have light medium, and this is actually nice if you're just kind of bumming around or you don't want to put on too much makeup. Like, I wore this today to church because I didn't want to put on something super heavy just in case I was going to be filming later and I had to take it off. Who remembers this foundation from Maybelline? And by the way guys, if my voice sounds like it's going off in the distance, it's because I'm turning to the side to just make sure I'm in focus and I'm looking at my camera on the computer screen. Anyways, who remembers this? This is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. Mine is in Classic Ivory. I have not used this in like years. I filmed a video on this like years ago when I wasn't really too consistent with videos, and it has a very liquidy type of consistency to it. And mine, like, if you guys look really close, like, look how gross and separated it is in there. It's just really icky. So I am going to actually declutter this. I think it's discontinued now, so you can't even get it anymore. Up, I have the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion in 210, and I don't like this stuff, you guys. You'll see a video later on my channel. I just filmed it the other day. It's in a disappointing products video. Don't like the way it looks on my skin. That's all I'll say on it for now. You guys will have to see my other video. I go into a little bit more depth on why I don't like it. I have the Physicians Formula. What is this called? And I have it in light. Now, I think I just honestly wanted this because the packaging had a bow on it and it's rose gold, so I could not turn this down. It's so cute. I have to try this out again. I can't remember if I love it, if I don't love it. Next, I have the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Full Coverage Foundation. This is that moussey type of consistency. I have it in 303 Nude Beige. I did a whole video and wear test on this foundation when it first came out. I was so excited about this, and I actually think like I haven't worn this too much because this color is like off. It's a little bit too pink for me, and I've said it before, but these types of tubes, it makes it so difficult to see what color is in it because it's completely covered. There's no little opening, so that's kind of frustrating. I did really love the way this looked on my skin, the coverage it gave, and I felt like my face looked really flawless when I had this on. I know a lot of people didn't love this, but I actually really liked it. And I have the Revlon Color Stay in combination oily. They also have the dry one, but I always get the oily one. This is in 200 Nude. Now, in the bottle, it doesn't look like it, but when it's on my skin, it pulls really pink on my skin. But I really like this mixed with an oil, and I use a beauty sponge to put it on. Really, really nice finish. Because it's so thick, I feel like it does need a bit of an oil in there. My OG favorites that I've been wearing probably since like high school, and that I am just like so, I don't know, indifferent on. Like, I like it, but I'm not like absolutely obsessed in love with it. It's Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. I know Casey Holmes loved this, so a lot of us ran out and got it. I do like it. I do. It does make me a bit greasy even after I set it. I'm just not obsessed. This is the Flower, actually it's a BB cream, the Flower BB cream in shade BB1. I did a whole video on Flower Beauty products, and this was one of the ones that I tried out. Such cute packaging with the rose gold, and this shade is actually too light for me. I know, like, none of these colors, I can never find a color that matches well with my skin tone. It's so annoying. I have to get one shade up from this and mix them together. I do like this foundation. It does, like, break up on my forehead. I've worn it a bunch of times. Really like the coverage. It's more of a thicker, full coverage, especially for a BB cream, which is surprising. I have two shades of the Maybelline Dream Cushion foundation. So I have 30 Warm Nude, which is too dark, and then I have Classic Ivory 20, which is more of a better match for my skin tone. When I first got this, I wore it a ton. It isn't the best for oily skin gals. It does make me a little bit greasy. I have to set it, but it does give a nice fresh face look to the skin. Glass foundation stick, after everyone was raving about it, I have Warm Ivory. It breaks up on my skin, and I feel like that's so common with a lot of foundations. Us oily skin girls really have it hard because stuff doesn't last. Like, nothing really ever lasts on me. Brow products fade on me. So it's tough. So I'm not in love with this. I liked it a lot at first, but then as I kept on wearing it, I just realized that I didn't love it. I don't think I'll repurchase this. Oh, I'm sad because everyone said they loved it and I thought I did, but next up I have the NYX Mineral Foundation Stick. I didn't love this one either. It's in 06. I feel like this foundation, like, just kind of sat on top of my skin. I have the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. I loved this at first. I think I even had this in a favorites video, but then I realized that I think it was breaking me out, and I was so upset because I loved the finish of it when I had a beauty sponge to apply, and you can see, like, I've used a decent amount of this, but if something breaks me out, I can't take the chance of using it again. Another OG throwback product. This is the L'Oreal True Match. I have Natural Buff and Classic Ivory. Sometimes I mix these two together if one is too light. Classic Ivory is like a little bit light. This foundation, I'm not obsessed with, you guys. I don't know. I just don't like the way that it looks on my skin. It kind of just sits there. Last time I wore it, I did not like the way that my face looked. Here is one that I actually really do like. I feel like I've been critiquing every single foundation so far. I'm running out of this. See, I used so much. It's almost gone. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is an 01 Creamy Vanilla. Now, when I'm at my lightest, this is too yellow for me, but right now, because I'm a little bit more tan, it works. And if I put on a lighter concealer, it's fine. Love the coverage of this. It's perfect if, like, I'm having a bad skin day or I'm, like, going to an event and I want something that I know is going to be really full coverage. This is, like, the foundation that I usually reach for. This is so popular. It's the IT Cosmetics or It Cosmetics CC Cream. I have it in medium, which is too dark for me in the wintertime, but it's good for the summertime. This I kind of just slap on if I want, like, some coverage. It does really give nice coverage for a CC cream. Like, it's actually amazing. But if you're oily, then this is going to make you oily. I wish they would come out with one for, like, oily skin types, because when I have this on, although I like the coverage, love the feel of it, after a couple of hours, I'm a grease ball. I have the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in one. I have the shade 1 Linen. Really like this foundation. Coverage is nice. Definitely medium to full. It's just that this shade is too pink on me, but I do really like this foundation. This is like the first high-end foundation I ever purchased. It's the Makeup Forever HD, and I don't know what color it's in. It doesn't really say, but this is like the old version that they don't make anymore. They've since updated it, so I'm trying to decide whether I should keep it just because I paid for it or get rid of it. Maybe I'll just keep it and use it up. I don't like the way this applies with a beauty blender. It's better with a brush. So this was supposedly the drugstore dupe for the Makeup Forever HD. It even looks similar. It's the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Foundation. This is not good if you have oily skin. It has a very wet look and feel to it. Avoid if you are oily like me. I shouldn't have even got this because it says illuminating, and if you are oily, we should be avoiding all things that say illuminating. I guess I was just curious. I have Pro Matte and Pro Glow. I have Pro Matte in 105 Natural Beige, and I have Pro Glow in 203 Nude Beige. When I wore this in one video, everyone's like, you look so orange, and I guess it was just too dark for me at the time when I had it on in the winter. I guess it would be fine now. I really like mixing these two together. It gives a really pretty glow to the skin. skin, and I like mixing the Pro Matte in with other foundations. I love mixing foundations. It's like one of my favorite things to do. The CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I have it in 710. I think this is Classic Ivory. I think that's a shade I got. I did a whole video on this if you guys saw it. This has vitamins in it. Really like this foundation. I've been wearing it a lot lately. It gives a really nice look to the skin. It looks glowy but not overly dewy. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. Again, don't know why I bought this because it says luminous in it. It's not good for us oily skin girls. I've worn it before. I just look like separated and like an oil slick by midday. So trying to decide if I should get rid of this or not. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation in normal to oily. I'm not in love with this, you guys. I thought I was gonna like it because it says matte and poreless, two things that I desire from a foundation, and I just don't like it. I used most of this. I used most of this foundation up, like you can see if you look in there. It's pretty much to the bottom. This is in 120 Warm Nude. It just didn't wow me. The coverage isn't there. My skin didn't look amazing. It didn't look poreless. I mean, it looked matte, I guess, but yeah. Our Candy Glamouflage Invisible Camouflage Foundation. You can get this at Walmart. I have it in 931 Fair. It breaks up on my skin. It has nice coverage. I've worn it a lot. You can see I've used up a decent amount, but it breaks up on my skin. It just doesn't last throughout the day. Favorite drugstore foundations is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This is in 200 Soft Beige and 100 Ivory. A lot of times, like I said, I have to mix colors because I can never find the perfect match. So I mix these two. It does have more of a dewy finish, but I always just make sure I set it. It's not a foundation where I look like a grease ball. It has really, really nice full coverage. I wear this a lot. Really highly recommend this. And it's affordable at Walmart too. This is the Jordana Complete Cover Maximum Coverage. This is in the shade 03 Golden Beige. I wore this on Father's Day, and by the end of the day, I was a grease ball. This is a foundation that I had to give another chance to. It's the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. At first, I was like, I don't know, but I actually really like it. I like the way it looks on my skin. It's not too heavy or cakey. Gives a nice overall coverage. You can see like how liquidy it is. I kind of just drop it on my face and blend it out. I don't do the 3 drops, whatever. I literally just drop it on my face like you see on the gram, and yeah, I kind of like it. It's in 07 Natural. The most full coverage foundations that I own is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is in 2C1 Pure Beige. Again, this is too pink for me. I have to go back and get another color that matches me because I love this foundation. It's perfect if you're going to an event. You can also put an oil in it if you want to sheer it out a little bit. It says here that Estee Lauder is getting rid of the Estee Edit. I think they said it's because Estee Lauder, this brand, was actually doing really well, like with double wear and everything. So they said that they didn't need another brand anymore for like millennials, because actually millennials have been using a bunch of Estee Lauder products recently. So I thought that was interesting. I never tried anything from the Estee Edit, so I can't comment on whether the products were good or not. Affordable, awesome foundations at the drugstore that you can get is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This was, oh my gosh, all over the place. If you didn't hear about this, then I would be so shocked. I have golden beige and soft beige. It took me a while to find a color match. I had another shade which I gave to my sister-in-law. I mixed these two together, or I've been just wearing soft beige lately and it's been matching pretty well. This gives such a nice finish to the skin. It is a little bit more on the liquidy side. It's not like this complete full coverage foundation. It's kind of like medium, but I love the way that it wears on my skin, and it's only $5, which is crazy. It really is a nice formula for the price. Two of the e.l.f. foundations. I have Sand and Porcelain, which I mix together because neither of these match me very well. This smells like baby powder, and it actually lingers throughout the day, so if you don't like scents, then you probably won't like it. But it gives a nice coverage to the skin. This is another really affordable foundation. The bottle looks super high-end. It has this frosted bottle and the square cap. Reminds me of like NARS vibes. So I really like this for an affordable drugstore option. And last but not least is the most recent foundation I picked up. It's the Revlon Youth FX Fill and Blur Foundation. Just uploaded a video on this. I have 150 buff. This is like the most expensive drugstore foundation I own. It's insane. It's $17.99, which is crazy. I would not repurchase this. I've been wearing it throughout the past week and I like the way it looks on my skin, but for the price I just don't think it's anything special. So that is it. I hope this video is not like 50,000 years long, but I hope you enjoyed my foundation collection video. Let me know in the comments what your favorite foundation is. I would love to try it out, or if you've tried any of the foundations today, let me know what you think of them. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. It'll be the first link in my description box. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you guys don't miss out on any future videos. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!